Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins dropped back to 500 last week, so they're looking to turn things back in a positive direction today. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, we could have been assigned to December games in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Instead, we get the plum assignment here in sunny Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. First carry for Matt Forte. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Yeah, baby! Woo! Set! Green, 39!
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
A give. This is Forte. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
He's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Here we go now.
On play action, it's Hackenberg. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's great. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here you go, right here. One here. Hey, got three.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Counting down waypoint in quarter one. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Get ready. Go.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up. Third and long. It's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Watch right. Let's go.
The throw on second down is Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I know you feel that.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch right. We got right. Here we go.
Here's Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenny Stills, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out come the Jets. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, They're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's Hackenberg. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
To throw is Hackenberg. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Strong left.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Double
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. I got 11. I got 11. Here we go now.
Play fake. Hackenberg. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go now.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll try to run with Forte. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
3-19. 2nd down, Hackenberg. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Left. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
First down, Hackenberg. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. First and 10, Hackenberg. Now he's forced out right, letting one go deep for a Nunwa. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Now let's go!
Hackenberg now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is brought in at the 21. Wow, evasive.
Make him miss.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau, and that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Field's right. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Watch 10. Watch 10.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Hackenberg on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. 23 yards on the play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard!
He likes to sneak out.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Strong right.
The first down throw for Hackenberg. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A second down throw for Hackenberg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
39.
I got it.
On third down, Hackenberg. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
22,
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here you go. Right here. 56.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Double tight. Here we go. Hey, we got 4.
Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Who got 17? Here we go.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Double tight.
Now it's Ajayi. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down following the run. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Get that quarterback at all costs. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hey, alert 3. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
In motion, Anunwa. From the gun, Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Hackenberg again.
Pick it up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Hackenberg. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
So now here come the Dolphins. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Detroit!
To throw, Hackenberg. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go! Green, 30. Watch him now, Barney!
They'll give it up to Forte. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now let's go! Over!
Hackenberg on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Leopard, here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's Forte. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Strong right. Here we go now. Go nowhere, 20. Go nowhere.
Second down, Hackenberg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Hackenberg. Rolling to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Parker, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Oh, you got deep? Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue.
Now Hackenberg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yo. Ooh, 88. Zebra. Hip. 3 down. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Runs over him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Gone! Detroit!
First down, Hackenberg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for the Jets. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Strong left. Here we go now.
On second down, Forte. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And sometimes when you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Hackenberg now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a first down following that long gain. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. This is Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a long, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Man, I got you. Let's go.
They run with Ajayi. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Check it out, Leopard!
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Hackenberg. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. first down throw for Hackenberg. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
All right, here we go. Green. It's a party now. No. Check. Patriot. Check the backer. Over.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
It's been a long day for you. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Shit. Gun.
Hackenberg again. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Green.
Again, it's Hackenberg. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now. Green, 30. Gun.
Third and short yardage. Hackenberg. It's complete. It's Forte. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Hey, we got right. We got right. Set. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Come on, QB, come on. Set, please. Mike, 55.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here we go. Motion.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.